Welcome back to my channel. It's Handmade by Shirley. So this video is called Hashtag Tag Tuesday, and this is an open challenge that I set up last year without prompts, but this year I have set up with prompts. So we are on the, to get the date today, we are on the 21st of July, and this week's prompt is ombre colours or ombre designs. So I thought to myself, what am I going to do? So I found these things as I'm finding things in my stash, because I've been rejigging my room and I got a new storage unit which is still in progress. But I'm finding a lot of things. So I had these, I think they're chalk, because they blend really well. I don't think they're wax. But anyway, pastels. And what I thought, I was playing about earlier and I got this lovely ombre sort of skyline. And I thought, that's it, that's what we'll do. So I've already did it there. You can add water to it because I added a wipe to get the sort of streaks across once I'd blended it all in with my finger. So that was what I got, and these were the colours I used. So it's a cerise pink, a red, a sort of orange, a sort of quite bright yellow, and a sort of beigey yellow colour. So Hashtag Tuesday, if you don't know what that is a challenge, as I say, I set up last year, and it's an open challenge and anybody can join in. I do a prize draw at the end of the month, but you need to have at least joined in twice in the month to be in with the chance to be in the draw, and I send you out a crafty prize. Something maybe that I've made, or something that just I don't use, perhaps it's in my craft stash. That's what I'll send out to you. So I've already prepped my tag. It's a 3.5 by 6.5 tag. I tend to make them that size. So what I propose to do is to make another background, show you how I made the background. I might use this one. Pop that onto the front, cut it down, and then I have got this stencil called Strength and Love from Crafter's Companion, and it is the lovely Serengeti basically. So I'm going to do that over the top onto my tag. Okay, so as I was saying, Tag Tuesday is open challenge. Anybody can join in. If you join in, put hashtag Tag Tuesday, and it's hosted by myself, Handmade by Shirley. You can do a YouTube video if you want, you don't have to. Please do the hashtag Tag Tuesday, hosted by myself. You can put the link to this channel in to the information box. If you are going to be posting it on your social media platforms, please put hashtag Tag Tuesday so that I can see all the makes, and also hosted by myself, Handmade by Shirley. You can also post them on my Instagram, not my Instagram, here on my YouTube channel community page. Quite a lot of the people who take part do. So there we go. So I'm going to show you how I made this ombre effect. So it's just normal copier paper really. And what I did was I just got what I thought was my darkest. So these are probably actually really chalk pastels, they're not. And I just put that one down. Then I got my red and added that further up. And then blended them in together just there at the bottom. And then I think I just used a finger and I just sort of blended these in first, because I didn't want to muddy my yellows and my oranges yet. So that blends in really nicely. And then I did go over again, I think, with the pink at the bottom, just to keep that kind of darker colour at the bottom. And then I did a wee bit more with my red again. Like that, and then blended them again. like that, and I'm going to put the excess into the bin, like that. So I've got that kind of look. And then I started to add my orange, the next colour, which I'm making for the ombre effect. I got these years ago because it's actually a set with charcoal pencils and various other things. And I actually got it ages ago because a woman that is an artist and lives nearby does lots of lovely local drawings and makes them into various things. I got interested in that, and she said, do you have pastels? And I said, yeah, I think I do. I was going to start something up and I never did. So here I am using them now. So I'm now going to use this. I'm just going to get rid of that as well. So I'm now going to just add my yellow. So that's a very bright yellow. Just going to add it into the orange as well. Then I'm going to just bring that in as well. So that sort of creates the ombre. But then you don't want to sort of lose that orange either. So I'm just going to pop this lighter one on the top. Like that. And just add that in and fade it out a wee bit as well. Just bring in some more of this orange here. Get that all sort of mixing in together. And that was basically, I created it, then I went over it with a wipe. So I had a wet wipe, and I just kind of went like that, just to kind of create a slightly different look. I think this needs a wee bit more at the bottom, it's kind of got lost on that. Kind of got lost a bit. Let's just as I say, I just went over, and then you get other bits off your piece of wipe. So that was really how I got it, and then I just cut it down till it came out like that. So that was how I did it. So I'm just going to put these away, and I'll be back in a second. Right, so I've done that. So I've got all my bits. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop that onto there and then cut off the excess. So just with glue, I'm going to glue actually the actual tag. So I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody else's designs, because I always love watching them back and thinking, oh, aye, that is a superb idea. So I'm going to go just to the edge of this bit here. I think like that. And just look at the state of me. I'll get black in a minute when I use that black suit. And I'm just going to get my scissors and cut from the back here. Just chop that off. Just in there and here. Now, I always like to put on the back of my tag these days what this tag was, what date it was at. I'm just going to do that with my trimmer actually, because it's easier to do that with the trimmer, and means I can just chop off the very edge of that. That's better. It sticks into there. So it was a tiny wee slither like that. So there we go. So that's the back of my tag using the ombre effect. Okay. So I'll just pop that away just now. So I've got black suit now, and I'm going to get my stencil out. So I've used this before, and I think there might be a stamp actually. I don't know if it's just a stencil. If it's a stamp, maybe I should just stamp. Or maybe I should do the stencil, then the stamp. It is actually stamps as well. I haven't used it for ages, but you can see I have used it. On something orange probably. So let me see. So if I do that, no, that's not the one I want. So if I do that, that means I'll get part of the tree in to it. I don't want to obviously go over any of the other bits. So if I just go round in black suit onto, you'll see in a minute, hopefully it'll work with black suit. I haven't taped it down, maybe I should, but maybe thinking I'll have to use something else. This black suit's now not very black. That's moved very slightly. Just hold that down to there. Just watch I don't go over the edge, because I don't want it to go onto that bit. That's a bit there. Can sort that. Sure. And then I'm just going to come down. I'll have to go over that again. To this bit here. Sorry you're not seeing much of this because just I'm having to hold on to it like that. So that will do. It's not as dark as I wanted it to be, but, and I have got a bit of a halo there, but I think I can just sort that out. So let's just get the stamps. So if you were to do that the other way, you'd get dark round this bit as well, just if you are interested. So I'm going to find some blocks, and I'm just going to do some stamping on here. So what we have? Well, we have the, let's have the giraffe, I think. So we'll have this giraffe first. Actually, I'll just put them all together. So we'll have mummy, daddy and baby. So those two, that will work. And this baby one, well, let's just see what it's like. And see where I can actually pop it on. So I could pop it onto there, just there. Let's just try that. So I'm using Versafine black ink, which is good for fine details, and yep. So just gonna pop it on there. Should have had my foam mat underneath, but I forgot, didn't I? Hopefully it'll stamp. Okay. And there we go. Lovely. Might have to do something about that bit. Sort that in a minute. And then we could have some of the little babies. So we've got these two little ones, which could maybe go just at the front here. We always do that. Just kind of there, the front. So just pop them on. I don't know why they've gone that yellow colour, but they have for some reason or another. Right, so we're just, oh, that one's upside down, isn't it? That one's the wrong way round. Let's see if I can turn them round. Oh, silly me. How did I get it like that? Let's just put a wee bit more ink on. That's what we wanted. Still didn't get my foam, did I? That'll do. There we go. Let's just wipe those as soon as we've done it. I'll just put them up there just now, sort them away after, and I'm going to just do that little baby elephant just here as well. Let's just get a block. Oh, so we're going to have the baby elephant just kind of, I think, here, so it will be going that way, just kind of there. So we have them here. Let's do that. There we go. Now I want to just sort this bit here at the bottom because it's not quite right. Now I am going to go over this with something else because it's not dark enough for me, but so let's just find the exact spot that this kind of goes over at. So, and then we want to just carry that on just so it doesn't look like where's the, wasn't really putting it in the other ink there. I suppose I could have. Just so that that finishes that off, that's better. Better, definitely. And then I'm just going to put a little one of the sentiments. So let's see, we've got family is a circle of strength and love. Family is a little world created by love. And friendship makes life more beautiful now. It needs to kind of fit up the top here. So possibly that one. Let's get another one of these and stick it on. And then I should more or less be done, just to put in the eyelet. And yeah, so let's just pop that there, the top. There we go. That's really nice. Quite happy with that. Hope you agree. Put that away. I'll sort these stamps away shortly. Now I just have to put in my ribbon and do my eyelet. So let's get my crocodile, which is hiding under here for some reason. And I'm going to do a hole about there. Like that. And then I'm going to get an eyelet box, and I'm going to use, I think, maybe not an orange, I might just use a black one again. Or actually no, I will use a different colour because I'm going to be using black ribbon. So let's see, we've got some orange ones in here. So we'll get a sort of darker orange, or I could use the purpley colour right enough. Maybe I'll just use the purpley. Oh, there is pink as well, because we have got pink on the bottom. Let's just use pink actually. Decisions. Decisions, right. So we use the sort of darker pink colour. I can get one out. Yeah, let's do that. I'll just put that in there. There we go. So yeah, I think I need to re-ink some of these Distress Oxides because I've had them for quite a while. I don't think that's quite big enough. I think I'm going to have to use the other hole. I don't think that one's quite big enough for my eyelet. That's better. So just go over there like that. That's better. Find the part. And just squeeze, that's it. Now I am thinking though, I'm going to get that back and go around the edges with this because there's too much white showing for me. So just dragging that down the sides, just to keep the silhouette kind of look all the way round. And then I'm going to just wipe this area again because it's a bit messy. And then I've got this ribbon, which actually was from some box that I found. So it's a kind of cotton piece of ribbon. I'm just going to hopefully get that through. I need my pokey tool to help me. Actually, I did have orange as well. I could have put orange on too. Too late. Maybe I'll put orange on and put it on my social media. Who knows what we'll do. Right, there we go. I've just went and got a mark on there. Never mind. So that is my tag for Tag Tuesday, Ombre Designs. So please do let me know your thoughts, and please, if you want to, do feel free to join in, and I look forward to seeing everybody's designs. Don't forget to subscribe as well, because a lot of my subscription numbers seem to be fluctuating. I'm not sure why that is, because I know, well, I do know that YouTube seems to unsubscribe people for some reason. So please do check you're subscribed. And I am trying to get to my next milestone of 1,500 subscribers. So I've not got too long to go. So it would really help me to get there as well. And when I do get there, I'll be doing a giveaway, which I usually do at certain milestones. So yeah, thanks so much. See you soon. Bye.